Our story begins on a quiet morning. The room is silent until suddenly the phone starts to vibrate. A young man slowly opens his eyes. He lies in bed, covered with a white blanket. Clothes are scattered across the floor. He sits up, touches his head, and mutters, "Damn it, how did I end up in a hotel bed?" Slowly, he turns his head and sees a beautiful woman sleeping beside him. For a moment, he freezes his eyes wide open. He looks like someone who just had a long, intimate conversation with a stranger. Then, his phone buzzes again. He glances at the screen. It shows a name, Zhao Jia. He frowns and mutters, "Zhao Jia. I clearly remember her." The young man checks his phone. There are a few new messages. "Why have you stayed silent for so long? You've mastered your skills, haven't you? Aren't you afraid I'll get angry?" He stares at the screen for a moment and whispers, "Zhao Jia. I clearly remember her." He looks confused. Then he thinks, "Not long after entering freshman year, she dumped me." He frowns and says softly, "What's going on? She clearly blocked me on WeChat. But why is she messaging me now, and in such a tone, like we're still in a relationship?" He looks at his phone again, checking the date. His eyes widen in shock. This date, am I reborn? He can't believe what he's seeing. It feels like he's returned to the past. Suddenly, memories flash through his mind. The moment she broke up with him, Jiang Cheng. "You're always slow in sending red envelopes. Your emotional value is too low. You don't understand me at all. You don't really love me. I found someone who understands and loves me more." The man beside her laughed and said, "I say, buddy, be smart and disappear. Standing here just makes everyone uncomfortable." Jiang Cheng lowered his head, feeling helpless. He thought to himself, "I promised to love and cherish her, to be with her forever." But reality hit me hard. He sighed and continued. And knowing her personality, the next step would be to find an excuse to ask for a red envelope. Then he looked at his phone again and whispered, the same familiar pattern and tone as before. Just as I expected. Jiang Cheng glanced at himself and gave a faint smile. At last, he understood something. "I never realized I was so blinded by love before I had no bottom line." He laughed quietly, shaking his head. Then, he made up his mind. "Now that I've decided, it's better to end it today than delay it any longer." He picked up his phone and began typing quickly. "Zhao Jia, let's break up." Almost immediately, a message popped up. Jiang Cheng, "What do you mean? Are you really asking to break up?" He replied calmly, "What do I mean? The literal meaning don't you understand?" I said, "Let's break up." Another message appeared on the screen. "Why?" Jiang Cheng looked at it, his expression calm and resolute. Zhao Jia's messages kept coming one after another. "I'm asking you because I'm giving you a chance. Giving you a way out. Just take it. Have you seen my message? Be serious." Jiang Cheng looked at the screen calmly. He took a deep breath and replied, "Zhao Jia, I'm very serious. We have different values. There's no point in continuing this. Let's part ways peacefully." A reply came almost instantly. "Fine, you said it yourself. Let's break up. Don't regret it." Jiang Cheng stared at his phone for a moment. He didn't feel sad, only calm, as if a heavy weight had been lifted from his heart. Just as he sent his final message, another text from Zhao Jia appeared. "I gave you another chance and you still chose to cheat on me. Am I crazy? I regret you. And you'll regret this too." Before he could even react, something strange happened. A glowing blue screen suddenly appeared in front of him. "Host is determined and resolute. Congratulations to the host for activating the Dream Come True system." Jiang Cheng froze, staring at the bright screen. "What? The Godly Rich system?" He looked down at his phone, completely stunned. Then, a slow smile crept onto his face. "Oh my God, in my last life, nothing ever went right. But in this life, I've been reborn and now I have 2 cheat systems." He laughed softly, disbelief flickering in his eyes. "Looks like this time, the heavens are really letting me reach the peak of life." A blue holographic screen appeared in front of Jiang Cheng, displaying his new system details. Name, Jiang Cheng, age 18. Height 182 centimeters, appearance 85 points level. He stared at the numbers, gasping in disbelief. "Wait, that's it? So plain and simple yet so insanely overpowered. You mean I can earn 10 cents per second?" He quickly did the math in his head. "That's 8,640 yuan a day, which means 200 vira a month. Damn, isn't this too awesome?" Suddenly, the screen flashed again. "Congratulations once again to the host for receiving the novice gift pack. Would you like to open it?" Jiang Cheng grinned confidently and pointed at the hologram. "Open." A bright light erupted before his eyes as the system's voice echoed in his head. "Congratulations to the host for obtaining the following rewards. Novice cash reward, 10 million yuan. Super sports car, SU7 Ultra. Primary shopping critical card. Each card has a maximum spending limit of 1 million yuan. Friendly scanner." A golden light shimmered in the air and descended onto the table, gleaming like treasure. Just then, his phone buzzed with a notification. "Your China Merchants Bank card ending in 5456 has received a transfer of 10 million yuan. Current balance, 10,032,000. Jiang Cheng blinked at the screen, his expression a mix of awe and disbelief. It's real. The system money actually came through. Jiang Cheng's eyes widened. A smile crept across his face, though he was still in shock. A genuine bank transfer, real luxury car keys, but what's this friendly scanner? He looked around in confusion. Then, from the bed behind him, came a faint sound, a soft whisper in a dream. He slowly turned his head toward the girl sleeping beside him. Suddenly, the scanner activated. A blue holographic screen appeared above the sleeping woman. Name: Yu Xiao, age 25. Height: 65 centimeters. Appearance: 93. Body: 94. Privacy: 1. Friendliness: 60. Normal intimacy. Blinked in surprise. Oh, so this is the friendly scanner. Interesting. He leaned closer, studying the values, and frowned slightly. The rest are easy to understand, but what does the privacy value mean? He tapped on the word privacy. Instantly, a message popped up on the screen. Privacy value indicates the number of intimate experiences with the opposite sex. Jiang Cheng froze, staring at the scanner in disbelief. Wait a second, doesn't privacy 1 mean Yu Xiaoxiao's first man is me? His face turned crimson as the realization hit him. The scene suddenly shifted, a flashback. Sorry, the user you are trying to reach has turned off their phone. Jiang Cheng sighed, gripping his phone tightly. That day, I was at my lowest. I called Zhao Jia, no answer. Sent messages, no reply. I was so frustrated I went to a bar to drink, and that's where I met Yu Xiaoxiao, also drinking, also heartbroken. They sat side by side at the bar, both silent, both lost in their own pain. Back in the present, Jiang Cheng looked thoughtful, a faint sigh escaping his lips. So that's how it all began. Although she gave me her first experience, her friendliness value is only 60. That means Yu Xiaoxiao was just drunk, emotionally hurt by something, and she didn't actually fall in love with me at first sight. He sighed softly and rubbed his forehead. Yu Xiaoxiao slowly opened her eyes. The morning light spilled gently across the room, painting everything in a warm glow. She blinked, looking around in confusion, trying to remember what had happened the night before. Jiang Cheng exhaled quietly and gave a faint, helpless smile, still struggling to believe everything that had just happened. Noticing his expression, Yu Xiaoxiao teased lightly. You sigh and smile the same way you did while drinking. You really have a calm heart, don't you? Jiang Cheng turned toward her and said gently, Sister, I'm not thinking about the past. She raised an eyebrow. Then why are you awake so early? What's on your mind? He smiled softly. I was just wondering why I didn't meet you sooner. Yu Xiaoxiao blinked, a little taken aback by his words. Suddenly, the system voice echoed in Jiang Cheng's mind. Due to the host's outstanding performance, 2 rewards have been granted. Reward 1. Super speed sports car. Reward 2. Skill. Enhanced communication. Jiang Cheng blinked in surprise. What? You can even get rewards for this kind of thing. Before he could react further, Yu Xiaoxiao looked at him curiously. You seem different. Even the way you talk feels completely changed. The next morning, sunlight flooded the room. Jiang Cheng stretched and yawned. As he sat up, fragments of the previous night came rushing back to him. His eyes suddenly widened. Wait, Yu Xiaoxiao thought I was a cowherd? He turned his gaze toward the table and froze. A thick envelope lay there, filled with neatly stacked cash and a handwritten note beside it. Thank you for your hospitality. I had a nice evening. You should also have some good soup. Jiang Cheng stared at the note for several seconds, his face twitching in disbelief. This thickness, 10,000 yuan. Quite generous, he muttered sarcastically, shaking his head. A bitter laugh escaped his lips. So she really thought I was some kind of hired man. Before him, the glowing system cards floated in midair, shining like stars in the night sky. The system's calm, mechanical voice echoed in his mind. A consumption-critical hit card allows you to multiply any money you spend, 10-fold, 20-fold, or even 50-fold, depending on your luck. Jiang Cheng stroked his chin thoughtfully. If I buy a supercar worth 10 million and get 50 times cashback, that's 500 million. He paused, a confident smirk forming on his face. But if I save my cards and use them wisely, I could earn even more. The smarter I play, the richer I become. The city lights shimmered in his eyes, reflecting his newfound determination. Since I've been reborn and blessed with this cheat ability, I won't waste it. This time, I'll live differently. I'll become a world-famous tycoon and write my own legend. The night sky glowed faintly as the golden sports car behind him roared to life, its engine growling like a beast. And thus began Jiang Cheng's journey toward unstoppable wealth. After leaving the hotel, Jiang Cheng walked confidently through the city streets, a calm smile on his face. There's still some time before the big companies start to rise, he thought. If I can gather enough capital now, I can buy their original shares before anyone else. He clenched his fist lightly. Those companies will be the foundation of my future empire. A golden car glimmered under the sunlight as Jiang Cheng pressed the key, the engine roaring to life. The system's data flashed through his mind, reminding him of the city's market rules. Chengdu's policy doesn't limit house purchases, only supply. As long as I avoid bank loans, I can control the market myself. He smiled with determination. Perfect. These $5 million critical hit cards are just right for buying a house. As Jiang Chang approached his car, a young woman standing nearby turned her head with a charming smile. Leaning slightly against the golden car, she asked softly, "Brother, is this luxury car yours?" Yang Chang glanced at her calmly, his tone relaxed but confident. "Yeah, what's wrong?" The woman leaned forward slightly, her tone soft and pleading. "Can you please give me a ride? I'm in a hurry to get home. The app says the water pipe in my house has burst. Can you help me?" Yang Chang looked at her for a moment. Just then, a faint blue light flickered in his eyes. The system activated friendly scanner. Start name, Chen Licky, age 23, height. Jiang Chung raised an eyebrow. So proactive privacy value 28, that's expected. But a friendliness of 90, we just met. He leaned back in his seat, a confident smile curving his lips. Looking at the woman, he said calmly, "Sorry it's too crowded for me to be with 28 like-minded people." Before she could respond, the car engine roared, and in an instant, his golden supercar sped away, leaving only smoke and disbelief behind. The woman stood frozen on the sidewalk, her eyes wide. This, how did he know I had 28 boyfriends? Her heart raced in shock. Damn. Who the hell is he? Chen Licky remained on the sidewalk, still thinking about the mysterious man who had just driven away. She sighed softly. It's not every day you meet someone so handsome. And before she could finish her thought, an old man nearby turned toward her with a cheerful smile. "Young lady, did I hear you say you've got a problem with your sewer?" He puffed up his chest proudly. "Allow me to introduce myself. I've got 30 years of professional pipe maintenance experience. If that handsome guy can't fix it, I'll do it for you." The woman froze for a moment, her expression shifting from surprise to anger. "You disgusting man," the old plumber raised his hands nervously. "Now, wait, if some young pretty boy can fix your pipes, why can't a licensed professional? I've got union certification and everything." The woman's face turned red with anger and embarrassment. "Oh no, you make me sick. Get away from me." The old man stood there, confused. As people around them started laughing, he frowned and asked, "What are you all laughing at? What's so funny?" One of the bystanders leaned over with a smirk and whispered, "Old man, her pipe problem isn't the literal kind. She meant something else, you know, that kind of thing." The old man's eyes widened in shock as the crowd's laughter grew louder. Meanwhile, the woman hurried away, covering her face in frustration, still unable to forget the mysterious man who had driven off earlier, the one who somehow knew her secret. Frustrated and embarrassed, Chen Licky stomped her foot on the ground, her voice trembling with anger. Damn it, what a terrible day. Everything seemed to go wrong. First, the mysterious guy had rejected her, and then that old man had embarrassed her in front of everyone. At the real estate office, a luxurious golden car slowly pulled up in front. The staff turned their heads immediately. "Welcome," said the new real estate agent, Xiao Du, with a polite smile. But her senior colleague frowned as he glanced at the car. "Another rich kid showing off daddy's car," he muttered under his breath. "What a waste of time, let Xiao handle this one." Then the car door opened. Jiang Cheng stepped out, tall and composed, his sharp eyes scanning the building ahead.